Wow, the main character, she shot herself. Thought I was referring to the male protagonist in this case. And kinda evaporated. I suppose a persona comes out. However, there is a sense of graveness. How can I help you? I really want to be a better cook, and I'm still working on it. I hope you can help me at school. After I get a bit of game time in, I am going to cook a burger. I started thawing the meat, and I set aside some fries, the last bit of like a big bag from Costco. So, Leong, have you been monitoring your physical condition? I sure have. I have been trying to do better IRL too, but I may not have been as successful as I wanted to be. Good, your health is very important. I still might be clocking really well in terms of like relative standards of society. Balance is very important in battle. You need power, stamina, skill, speed, and luck. Of course, my persona is developing along those lines. I think I have talked to my teammates here, however I'm gonna go over just the one left here. I thought P3rsona forced Fuka into this, but she's doing her best. So I have to do my best too. Oh, Junpei seems to be simply standing outside in Paolonia Mall. You know, I use two-handed swords, right? Someday I'm gonna find it. The legendary sword. No need for one. Good luck. Try a souvenir shop. The elixir sword is already kinda legendary. But I'm not sure if there would be one for Junpei. Good luck. Thanks, I'm gonna do my best. Maybe I should just look it up. Persona 3 Portable Antique Shop, Legendary Weapons. It looks like Junpei can use weapons fused from Surt, Siegfried, and Masakado. Oh, Mara will fuse into some ultimate gloves for Akihiko. Maybe I will do that now, actually. A lot of the Persona I saw, I have not acquired, but two of them were Surt and Mara. I might be full on Personas at the moment. I have maximized the Hierophant Arcana social link, so I can actually fuse Barrett here. You have yet to establish a social link that corresponds to this persona. Is this persona acceptable? Yes. I am High Pixie. I shall do my best to give you support. The persona High Pixie has emerged from the sea of your soul. High Pixie kind of reminds me of more of a butch feminist. However, in this case, based on the dress, they might simply be someone who is on the gender spectrum, who might not be a man. However, they are masculine, but also effeminate. A little while ago, a nice bagger at a grocery store I go to, she saw me and she was quick to help me with all my stuff, and she started carrying things like Wonder Woman style. One of her friends came over, gave her a hug, and she started kind of like being aloof, like toward me or against me. But actually the person scanning the stuff there, she was also someone maybe similar to like a high pixie or a pink character. It makes me wonder, at first I thought, oh, she's being nice because maybe she saw I was like a trans female. Or maybe she saw I was simply a female. A lot of the times I pass. But I was wondering actually, maybe it also had to do with the presence of another who was more of a more typical, like, Amazonian queen type. Cert, or Certer. That will be 473,708 yen. Would you like to continue? Yes. Here is Cert, as you requested. And I was being kind of modest. I look very presentable. Welcome. Junpei made kind of a wish. I would have to give up either the root gloves or the nucleus SMG. I am gonna give up the nucleus SMG for now. Because the other one I now know of, which I have the potential to fuse easily, would be Mara for the gloves. Whoa! Cert fuses into the two-handed sword Leviathan. Leviathan? Sword capable of destroying the world. Strengthens fire attacks. Are you satisfied with the Leviathan? It reminds me of Leviathan. They're brushed on a little bit in Supernatural. They have a season. Yes, you can pick it up in 2 days. Oh, it's you. Mitsatsu seems to be drinking by himself. Since you have the tower persona, Tsuchurain, you might be able to become even closer. Will you spend some time with Mitsatsu? Spend time with Mitsatsu. Ha, what a strange kid. Mitsatsu seems amused. Oh, it's you. Hey, can you help me out, kid? I don't feel so good. Damn it, I can't believe I let this happen. Ugh, I'm in bad shape. Are you okay? You should get home. Lately I've been thinking, like, I want to go home. But I'm not sure if it was me who was thinking it, or someone nearby. Yeah, you're right, kid. I should go home and sleep. Mitsatsu agreed with you. But even if I go home, I completely forgot I have a memorial service to conduct, reciting the Heart Sutra with a hangover. Ugh. Not long ago, I looked up the Lotus Sutra. But Mutsatsu seems to be a purveyor of the Heart Sutra. Maybe I will look that up also. Sutra in Mahayana Buddhism. The Heart Sutra is a popular sutra in Mahayana Buddhism. In Sanskrit, the title Prajnaparamiyardhaya translates as the heart of the perfection of wisdom. The sutra famously states, "Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form." It is condensed exposition on the Buddhist Mahayana teaching of the Two Truths doctrine, which says that ultimately all phenomena are sunyata. What is sunyata? Sunyata, translated most often as emptiness, vacuity, and sometimes voidness or nothingness, is an Indian philosophical concept. Within Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, and other philosophical strands, the concept has multiple meanings depending on its doctrinal context. It is either an ontological feature of reality, a meditative state, or a phenomenological analysis of experience. And the Heart Sutra, the synopsis I read said, "Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form." Before, no matter how much I drank, all I needed was a cold shower to snap out of it. Guess I'm getting old, huh? It's times like these I wish I didn't live alone. You're single? What about your workers? Workers? You mean other monks? My temple's small, and I don't depend on nobody but myself, so I'm the only one there. Mutsatsu has a bitter smile on his face. If you think about it, living alone's probably the best thing a person could do. I've been thinking lately, it does help when doing something like a few days of no showering. However, a lot of the times, I smell fine, also. Recently, though, I peeled some shrimps in my room, and then the shrimp skin kinda smelled a bit. You don't have to wait for someone else to get out of the bathroom when you need to go. My son took forever in there. Yeah, living alone is the way to achieve peace and serenity. Now I only know now about Mutsatsu, however. They were simply trying to bolster their own position in life at the moment. All things visible are bound to change and disappear. All things in this world are not singular, they're all smaller parts of a bigger picture. And yet they're all different from each other, All things in this world are unique. To put it simply, no matter how hard you try to live your life right, someone else can always mess it up. All things are unique, yet they are not singular. Maybe you've messed up my life a bit too, haha. You saw through Mutatsu's harsh words and felt his kindness. You understand Mutatsu better now. I remember during the holidays, I went to the Everglades with my family, and I saw this person who was giving boat tours, and I thought they looked like someone I knew when I was younger who was in my gifted class, and they also looked kind of like this deceased person I knew. And I told my older sibling in my family, they look like a god. But I see now that Mutatsu is a god also, at least in the sense of a religious god. But I think in Hollywood, we have types for these types of people, and we don't refer to them as gods anymore. The unusual monk social link has reached level 6. Your power to create personas of the Tower Arcana has grown. You're getting sleepy. I'm going home, kid. My head's killing me. Oh yeah, about the memorial service. The kid was only 19, a random murder victim. What a harsh world we live in. Oh, and when I said religious god, I was referring to all religions. You be careful on your way home, okay, kid? You decided to go back to the dorm. You overhear a conversation. Oh, my teacher told me about Mitsuru Kurijo, the student council president. She's going overseas after she graduates, probably so she can run the Kurijo company later. Wow, that's crazy. She's so different from us. The funny thing is, I hear she still lives in the dorms. I wonder why. Maybe her parents were strict when she was growing up. The first bell has rung.
Mind if I interrupt? I was just told by the chairman that he'll be stopping by this evening. When you get back, come to the 4th floor meeting room.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you all later.
Mitsuru left as quickly as she came. Curious about what she meant, he decided to go straight home with Yukari. And I suppose I might eventually fuse the gloves with Mara. In terms of the other stuff, I still have my Yenra doll. I suppose I would probably eventually want to fuse a legendary weapon for myself, and then I might also pick up more from some golden shadows along the way. In front of the dorm, Fuka has returned home early and is playing with the white dog.
Koro-chan, give me your paw. Oh, he did it! What a smart dog. Oh, hi. Koro-chan, go say hi. You can do that, right?
The dog nuzzle you.
His name's Korumaru. I've seen him sitting by the steps of the shrine.
Oh, this dog still goes on walks all by himself?
A passing woman spoke up.
What do you mean?
He used to belong to the priest at the Naganaki Shrine. Every afternoon, the two of them went this way for a walk.
That explains it.
Well, until the priest passed away.
The priest passed away.
He passed away?
Oh, you haven't heard the story? It was about 6 months ago. The priest was hit by a car while walking his dog. He didn't survive. Ever since then, that dog sits patiently by the side of the accident. And he goes for a walk every day, just like when his owner was still alive.
The woman seems to be very talkative.
Oh, shoot, I have to get going. My son will be back soon.
The woman left.
Oh, you're such a loyal dog. Good boy. Huh? What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Sorry. Wait, isn't the chairman coming today? Then we should go get ready. Yeah. See you later, Koro-chan.
The dormitory command room. Everyone has already gathered.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to let you know how my research has been going. This concerns those shadows that have been appearing during full moons. I want you to listen closely. It might be hard to follow. Shadows can be divided into 12 categories according to their characteristics. This we've known for a while. It's like their class or order. Now, I've classified the special shadows we've seen so far, and it's simply fascinating.
I was thinking earlier about how Mr. Edogawa gave a lesson on how there are actually about the same amount of arcana afterward. And I kind of saw my second playthrough as having a bit of that to do with that. Except this time I come in, and then like, I've already been through the first 12 arcana.
Those 4 shadows belong to categories 1 through 4 in order of their appearance. They may have looked different than the more common ones, but the classification scheme still applies.
Is that something we should be excited about?
Oh, I get it. There's 12 in all. 8 we haven't seen yet.
That's exactly right, Fuka. You're quite sharp.
Oh, okay, but what are they after?
That's a good question. And that's what we haven't figured out yet. Their motive. They don't kill their prey. They feed on their minds. It can be considered predation. But is it really? Is there an underlying intent behind their behavior? The purpose of the shadows as a whole, that's what we need to consider.
This is interesting.
Shadows feed on the mind. I was wondering if that also related to our shadows.
But no matter what, we still have to beat the rest of them.
I agree. That's about all we can do at this point.
8 more, huh? Lucky us. According to the data, each one has been stronger than the last, so we'd better start training harder.
We'll manage. We've got plenty of time.
What about Tartarus? Why does it even exist?
The pieces are falling into place, one by one. But the shadows that appear when the moon is full, you wonder what their purpose is. 8 of them remain. A long road ahead of you. Actually found out they had to do with awake / pharaohs / my other self. Maybe by destroying them, we actually evoke them in another way. Similar to the phenomenon of the evokers. and one of the endings with Ryoji. That makes me wonder, though, if Ryoji simply grabbed them all to form his composite. Like I was talking before about how Spider-Man, his spider sense encompasses the environment around him. And that is like his body, basically. But it's also not his body. Similar to the way they use the Force in Star Wars. All we have to do is defeat the remaining 8, right? Then let's do it, man. Tartarus is filled with mysteries. Why did it appear? How long has it been there? Do you think we'll ever know the answers? Don't worry about shadows getting stronger. We'll continue to progress up Tartarus. We have to do our best. If we do, we'll win. If we don't, we'll lose. It's as simple as that. I finished watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 yesterday, and there was a 30-minute movie afterward where someone acquired the card Red Eyes Black Dragon. That was actually my original headliner card because I had bought the Joey deck when I was younger. My mom bought it for me. It was expensive back then. The question is, do shadows act independent of one another, or do they work as a team? Do shadows devour human minds for some unknown purpose? Or is it simply for their own sustenance? We must learn more about them. I've estimated the strength of the remaining shadows. It'll be tough to defeat them, but not impossible. If you train consistently, we can win. So keep up the hard work. I'm thinking right now, if you're looking for someone to talk to, you got the wrong person. Yeesh. That cut. Like a Snow Queen whip. Oh, it's you. Oh, there you are. I'm feeling down today, kid, so listen to what this old monk has to say, will ya? There's folks downstairs. They're probably around your age, eh? It looks like they're having fun drinking and dancing, don't it? But if you look closely, their eyes say otherwise. I bet they come here to relieve stress, but I wonder if any of them are actually enjoying themselves. This reminds me of the Beatles song, Eleanor Rigby. Stress won't go away unless you take care of its source. You can forget about it, but it'll always come back. This place is more like a refuge for me than a club. If those kids really want to relax, we should switch the music to the Heart Sutra and... Hey, there's a microphone over there. Bring it over, kid. I'll perform a live sutra reading. Oh, before I had related this piece of dialogue to the Kama Sutra, befitting of Mutatu's character. However, in this case, Mutatu is actually trying to spiritualize the people at the club. It's okay. You probably shouldn't. Once again, similar to my last playthrough, I am on Mitsatsu's side, even if they started saying stuff like form is emptiness, emptiness is form. I'd probably be fine. But because of the options here, I guess I'll commit. Don't underestimate me, kid. My reading of the Heart Sutra will change your life. Mitsatsu seems like he's having fun. But I guess you're right. This place is too small to recite it properly. I have a son. He's about the same age as those kids down there. He'll be 21 this year, if he's still alive, that is. Ah, 21. It means they will be able to partake in illicit substances. Perhaps because he was thinking about his son. You felt an almost fatherly concern for Mitsatsu. You understand Mitsatsu better now. The unusual monk social link has reached level 7. Your power to create personas of the Tower Arcana has grown. You're getting sleepy. You think it's okay to leave the future of this country in their hands? Says Mitsatsu. I mean, what if they all end up like me? Well, it's not like I've got high hopes for the future anyways. All things are unique, yet not singular. Oh, sorry kid, I'm done talking. Go home before it gets too late, alright? I'll see you later. All things are unique, yet not singular. I realize Mitsatsu's social link is also kind of like a reading of the Heart Sutra, maybe. You decided to go back to the dorm. There is no school today. Your phone is ringing. Hello, this is Baby. Do you have a minute? Sorry, I'm tied up. I'm actually gonna check out Tanaka's home shopping channel. Oh, that is too bad. Maybe next time. Baby hung up. He seemed disappointed. You turn on the TV. An irritatingly catchy song comes from the speakers. Here comes Tanaka over the airwaves to you. The home shopping show is evidently about to start. Hello everyone, welcome to the home shopping show. Tanaka's amazing commodities. Granter of your desires. I'm your host, Tanaka, with a live presentation of my amazing commodities. We'll show you great items at unbeatable prices. Ooh, you won't be able to touch that dial. Let's bring out our item of the day. It is Atarakukaja, a mysterious card with mystical powers. Oh my goodness, I can't believe its wonderfulness. But wait, there's more. We'll throw in 2 muscle drink for only 4,980 yen. It seems they're selling a Auto Rakukaja set for 4,980 yen. I will purchase it. You bought Auto Rakukaja for 4,980 yen. That's it for today. We're all sold out. Sorry, folks. See you next Sunday. Same time, same channel. The catchy song starts up again. Here comes Tanaka over the airwaves to you. The shopping program is over. You turn off the TV. I might not actually have a social link available today. Wow, no one's here. Everyone must have left. Don't I go out? Well, if there's a computer around, I usually stay inside. Why don't you go ahead, Kevin? I'll be fine by myself. True. It is, dangerous outside. In this case, though, I'm going outside, but I'm also inside. I suppose I will go to Game Parade. I'm getting hungry. Should we stop somewhere and grab a bite to eat? Ooh, let's get some of Octopia's takoyaki. But it's at the Iwatorai Strip Mall. We'll have to take the monorail. Times have changed. But some things, like school ghost stories, never die. I used to sneak into the school grounds at nights. The teachers would give me holy hell for it. I got Orpheus here, hitting up the Game Parade. Your Persona's strength is increased. It's getting dark out. You decide to go back to the dorm. I suppose I will go back out, actually. Welcome. The weapon you requested is complete. Thanks for waiting. Obtained Levitine. I suppose I might as well fuse Mara with the gloves. Someone. There seems to be someone inside Tartarus between floors 44 and 47. It would be best for you to search the tower for them and find them as soon as you can. Oh yeah, Mara. That will be 922,112 yen. Would you like to continue? Yes. Here is Mara as you requested. Or Mara. Leaving the Velvet Room. Evil gloves. I feel that those will actually be good with Akihiko. I saw a brief description. They seem ultimate. Fist spurs with demonic power, plus 10 to all stats. They're kinda similar to the Snow Queen Whip in the plus 10 aspect. Are you satisfied with the evil gloves? Yes. You can pick it up in 2 days. I was thinking before, the experience of my team and my squad, it was different than before. Before, when I was playing, it was kind of like a typical steady progression. But in this case, I have access to New Game Plus items, like the equipment, and I have access to my stats. So the mechanics are kind of different also. I tend to go for experience. And there still is a progression for my squad, but it's different. And it kind of reminded me of what I was talking about before, how Officer Kurosawa was talking about how nothing in life was free. But I kept on joking and quipping, except the free stuff, and also life. But it was not free in the sense that you kind of had to factor in things. You showed the machine what you could dish out. Your persona's strength has increased. It's getting late. You decide to go back to the dorm. Hey Kevin, I was thinking, the night before last, the 12 Shadows, Tartarus? Isn't there just too much we don't understand? You think so? Yeah, definitely. It's starting to get to me. I see. It is like the walls are closing in around Yukari. Jason Silva related that to depression, while schizophrenia, Jason Silva says, was the opposite, like having so much information, or like so much input or output. Doesn't the octopus in this picture look creepy? Many European countries don't serve octopus because they're feared as devilfish. My darling, for example, won't touch octopus. Last time I made pasta for him. Mrs. Terauchi continued to talk about octopi as food. But octopi aren't the only undersea creatures that are called devilfish. Now, here's a question for Junpei. It's also interesting, like, the octopi term, it draws a bit of ire from me here. Because it's one of those things where people are kind of like grammar Nazis over it, but then when you learn higher level English and composition, you learn that it was all a lie. Now, here's a question for Junpei. Of manta rays, squid, and jellyfish, which of these is not known as a devilfish? I didn't even know octopi were devilfish. How am I supposed to know this? Hey Kevin, what do I say? Manta rays, squid, or jellyfish? Did she ask which one was not a devilfish? The last time I went jellyfish. This time I'll go squid. Jellyfish aren't devilfish because they're a dessert. Jelly, get it? Oh, damn. I went jellyfish last time, but I got the answer wrong. But this time I went squid, and I also got the answer wrong. It was just a joke. Who cares? I'll just stay in Japan for the rest of my life. The answer you gave was wrong. Class is ended for today. Be right back. I'm gonna step out for a cigarette. I'm here. Hey, left, huh? Well, you can count on me, dude. I'll defeat every one of them and save the city. It's still not clear to me. My head hurts from thinking about it. Akihiko-senpai isn't just a good boxer, he's smart too. He's so perfect. If only I weren't for his freaky fans, I'd be after him in a minute. I could try behind their backs, but if they found out, I'd be in a world of pain. It must suck to be a bully. You have to pretend to be nice so no one gets suspicious. And if someone finds out, you'd have to be even nicer to them. Also, in terms of what that girl was saying about Akihiko, earlier I was being messed with, but I heard from a friend online about this freaky site that's really taking off. She said it's about revenge or something. I wonder if Mitsuru-senpai is fluent in French. It would be so cool if she is, with the way she looks and all. Just imagining it gives me goosebumps, or as Mitsuru-senpai would say, la chair de poule. Revenge website? What is that? Is it scary? My friend said that the guy who disappeared from the town nearby, he might be a victim of that revenge website. It's the women's room. I am feeling kind of deflated from what happened earlier with Mrs. Terauchi. Your mind wanders as you wash your hands. You wonder if there are any requests you could accept in the Velvet Room. Here's Akihiko. I'm thinking about downloading games to my cell, but I don't know. They say it's cheap, but it all adds up. Got any recommendations? Try a puzzle game. Try a card game. Try an RPG. No idea. I guess it depends on what floats your boat. I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently though, so try a card game. I'll keep that in mind. That tree is a persimmon tree, right? Do you think it'll bear fruit? I hope so. Kevin, what are you doing? Spend time after school with Akihiko? Cancel. I see. Stay safe, okay? Akihiko seems a bit disappointed. Stay safe. True. Alan is talking about the weird medicine from Mr. Edogawa again. Have you heard that crazy rumor that's going around online? You can get revenge on someone just by signing up at a website. This one is still waiting for their boyfriend. But they are also talking about the revenge website. I came into the arcade the other day and I saw this guy. He was tossing a ball up in the air and catching it. I wonder what that was about. It didn't look like any kind of toy or prize they offer here. Maybe I should ask him next time I see him. Gotta find something to talk about, but what? He's really overthinking this. He looks suave, but he worries what other people think too much. I mean, I love that he cares my opinion, but I think I'd prefer it if he didn't feel so nervous in front of me. I heard about the disaster from someone I know who works at Gekkoukan High. Oh, really? I think it's awful the way those students are falling victim to apathy syndrome. It's probably because of all the excess studying. Why would they study so hard? I hope they don't have delusions of going to a famous university and getting a high-powered job. Oh, this one answered the question this time. You know how in movies you see bodyguards with tattoos on their arms and you know they're badass? Well, I saw one of them. It was right near here. He wasn't built like a bodyguard though. He was real thin. It was easy to tell because he wasn't wearing a shirt. Every year during the rainy season, a lot of umbrellas are left in the Lost and Found. The Lost and Found box is full almost instantly and I have to take care of it, and rainy days are so depressing. My buddy says these three weirdos come here a lot, but I haven't seen them yet. I couldn't give a crap about them. As long as they don't start any shit, they're cool with me. I talked to my dad about getting a cat again. I told him cats from the animal shelter are free, but he still said no. Even though he's okay with it, if my mom says no, he has to say no too. So only my mom can decide. My dad sucks. Yeah, I feel similarly actually. My family movie dynamic used to follow a similar thing. It was really my mom deciding for my dad. I hear there's a growing movement on the internet these days. I don't know what it's called, but this one guy is gathering lots of users around him. I'm not sure what he's up to or why, but they say people just naturally take to him because he understands them. Maybe I should check him out sometime. Man, I'm so lazy these days. Think I've got that apathy syndrome thing? Careful! Calm down, I was just kidding. Usually cabbies work night shifts. If I don't sleep during the day, when am I supposed to sleep? My wife gets steam, saying we never talk anymore. She's got no idea what I'm going through. My teacher makes his own handouts to use in class, but it's so childish. We're 6th graders and he treats us like little kids. What kind of handouts? Childish. Oh, there's pictures of Mr. Fox and Mr. Raccoon and stupid jokes. Why can't he express himself more like he does on his handouts? A lot of the time people are like that, I have found. Not me though, traditionally. But it sounds like from the handouts, the student could tell that the teacher is trying. I could hang out with Akihiko here, but maybe I should hang out with Meiko while I'm in the area. Hey! Do you think Striped Shirt is okay? He said he can only come on Sundays, but I can't come that day. I want to play with him too. But today I'll play with you. It seems Meiko wants to play with you. Since you have the Hangman persona Inugami, you might be able to become even closer. Would you like to spend some time with her? Spend time with her. What should we do? Meiko seems happy. The hours flew by as you had fun together. Did you know it was my birthday the other day? At least Mom and Dad didn't forget about my birthday this year. They remembered. Good for you. Of course, they love you. They might not want you. They were smiling and happy and everything. Meiko seems very happy. We haven't really eaten together as a family for a while. We used to eat dinner together every night. How come Mom and Dad don't get along anymore? Meiko is absorbed in thought. I know, I'll just ask them why they want a divorce. If I can get rid of the reason, everything will be fine, right? I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my parents back together. You'll do what you can to help, right? Meiko seems to really like you. Your relationship is stronger now. Yeah, the last few years, my parents have remembered my birthday, but today my mom, they came home and they started arguing with me. Normal, but it's bad. The girl at the Shrine social link is reached level 4. Your power to create personas of the Hangman Arcana has grown. Alright, I'm gonna ask them. So maybe we can play again some other time. You return to the dorm after saying goodbye to Meiko.
Sup, dude?
Remember how P3rsona was saying the equipment in the command room was busted? Well, it's still on the fritz, so I checked it out, but I don't know, dude. I don't want to just press buttons at random, you know? So, it's all up to you, buddy. I ain't your buddy, guy. At Junpei. there was this one time I was in university, and I knew this person named Michael. And they were getting into some extreme, like, alt-right stuff. But then, I suppose they had, like, a lot of hatred, like, against maybe God. But then their God figure was kind of like liberals, I suppose. And I was their friend, and, like, I suppose they liked me. But then one time, it was like my first time, and I said something about, like, equality or something, but then they snapped at me, and yeah, it was like they prepared an insult against God, which was like liberals for them. It's a bank of consoles. There seems to be a new recording. Watch a recording? Yes. (6/14/2009), 16/17/49, beginning playback. It looks like Junpei's room, but its resident is nowhere to be found. Mitsuru and Officer Kurosawa came in.
This way, officer. By the time I realized the door was halfway open, his room was already in this state. I've left the place untouched, as you requested.
Whose room is this?
Junpei Iori, a junior. I've been attempting to reach him on his cell phone, but he hasn't responded in the last 30 minutes. It was careless of me to let my guard down. This dorm has been attacked in the past. Security is everyone's concern, but if anything happens to him, it's ultimately my responsibility.
I hate to say it, Miss Kirijo, but this is most...
Huh? What the hell? Kurosawa-san? What's going on here?
Iori?
Oh, earlier I was thinking about it. Maybe my mom arguing, like, against me. Or that one time Michael, or I suppose more than one time, when Michael, like, snapped at me. It was kind of like, smoking for them. It was something that was maybe, Wait, actually backtracking.
Where were you? I've been trying to contact you.
Huh? Oh, it was hot. The AC was busted, so I went to the manga cafe and fell asleep.
Well, I'm just glad you're safe. But if it wasn't an attack, then it must have been theft. Why would the burglar target this room?
Suddenly I see cigarettes, royal weapons.
Theft?
What else could it be? Someone clearly tore through the room looking for something.
Oh, and that is connected to the philosophy of how a person is able to lift God with their hands, but a king is able to lift a god with their sword.
Vandalizing the school dorm. When I find out who did this, I'll see to it that he or she is executed.
Well, son, sounds like you've got a death sentence. How about it, Iori? Was this room in fact vandalized?
Well, my room always looks like this.
What? But... You can't possibly live here in this state, can you? And the door was open.
Oh, right. I wanted to air the place out while I was gone. No one we don't know ever comes around, so...
I think this case is closed. May I return to my duties, Miss Kirijo?
Yes. I'm sorry you had to see something so disgraceful.
Officer Kurosawa left.
I apologize for all this.
But then the philosophy, it also has play in the lines.
It seems my upbringing may have been more sheltered than I realized.
Mitsuru left as well.
Come on, at least yell at me or something. What's the deal with you calling the police over a messy room anyway? What did I do to deserve this? Hey, wait. That fortune I drew on the way back, it was worse luck.
The recording ends here. That reminds me of an episode I saw of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. There was like a master of luck. Their whole life was like critical strikes. They opened a book on Yugi's desk and they were like, just read this page. And Yugi read the page, and then all the answers on the test were from that one page. And then this person was going on game shows, and they would win the game show. And then Joey Wheeler gets on their knees and is like, show me, teach me your ways. But then they kind of like scoff at Joey and stuff. However, this does eventually lead to like Yu-Gi-Oh's, or Joey's deck in Yu-Gi-Oh, which is based on luck. Interestingly enough, that episode, I actually saw like 2 different episodes on the same episode slot. Be right back. I'm gonna go grab some water. Damn, today has been a bad day. Game Parade. Various arcade games are inside. Will you stay here until midnight? Yes. Right now the games available to play are Print Club and Punching Bag. Your Persona's strength has increased. It's getting late. You decide to go back to the dorm. Meanwhile, at the Tatsumi Port Island back alley...
Huh? How the heck did I...
Good evening. Are you surprised? Truth be told, we all visit this world every night.
Enter Strega.
What are you saying? Who the hell are you?
Ooh. Chidori.
Didn't Mommy teach you any manners? You haven't introduced yourself. Take a look. Name, address, age, etc. This is you, right?
Where did you get this?
Somebody's got a grudge against you, and they asked us to get revenge.
Revenge? What kind of bullshit is this? Who put you up to this?
Can't tell you. We're professionals.
Professionals? Oh shit. You mean the rumors on the net are true?
May we get this over with now?
Hey, wait, I haven't done anything! Why me? What did I do?
That is not our concern. Your notion of right and wrong is irrelevant. My client's wishes are all that matter. People hear what they choose to hear and believe what they want to believe.
Oh, stay away! Get away from me!
You squeal most magnificently. Such raw emotion.
He's not dead.
Doesn't matter. We've held up our end of the bargain. Besides, tomorrow this will just seem like some random crime.
If there's nothing else, I'm feeling rather tired.
The three left the way they came. There's a box in the room. It's the delivery you ordered from the TV show. Obtain Aru Rakukaja and muscle drink ×2. You overhear a conversation. I guess Strega are the people who are going around who have been accessing the Revenge website. They seem to have a pulse on, like, the online people. Have you heard of this Revenge Request website? Revenge Request? What's that? You can write the person's name you want to get revenge on, and bam, mission accomplished. They say it's guaranteed successful and completely anonymous. Seriously, give me the URL, quick. Well, it's just a rumor. I mean, I don't know the details. Why are you so desperate? Huh? I'm not thinking about revenge at all. The first spell is wrong. I see. Takaya, they have all these philosophies and stuff that they use. And they're kind of like, solar flares. It's finally time for lunch. I see. Takaya is kind of like, royalty. Are they like a Noctis from Final Fantasy 15? And I am that way also, actually. Oh, what a coincidence. Oh yeah, today's a committee day. Come if you have time, okay? It's my job. I'm not sure yet. Haha, oh that's promising. I'll see you later then. Maybe you should participate in the committee after school. The lunch break is almost over. You decided to return to your classroom. Class has ended for today. Hey, Kevin-chan. There's a committee meeting today. Can you come? If you're busy, I can go alone. Will you go to the meeting? Since you have the hermit persona Naga, you might be able to become even closer. Go to the committee meeting after school? Attend the meeting. Really? I'm glad. You seem to be having fun today. Sari seems happy. Gecko-kun High, Library. You did your duties as a member of the Library Committee. That reminds me, I heard that the Library Committee wants to put together a school newsletter. It'll be about things like how to take care of your books and reminders to return them before they're overdue. At least that's what I heard is going to go in it. That sounds boring. We should make it fun to read. Yeah, I agree. That's why Miss Onishi said she was going to look into other things that students would be interested in. But it's far more likely that the ones who have to do the actual writing will be... Sorry, you here? Huh? Yes. Can I help you? You can help me kick your ass, says the gaudy female student. A female student barges in with a furious expression. Kinda reminds me of Titania from She-Hulk. Potentially Thor. In the sense of gaudiness. Who the hell do you think you are? Keep your hands off my boyfriend. Boyfriend? Don't play dumb with me. You left school together and even went out to karaoke. He told me all about it. Karaoke? Oh, you mean Takauka-kun? You skank! You're the one who asked him out. Huh? But he's the one. Ma-kun told me all about it. He said you seduced him. Me? Don't give me that shit. Oh my god. The gaudy female student slapped Saori. Eek. Saori was slapped. You so much as say hello to my man again, you're going down. Damn, this is a rough situation for Saori. It might be Takauka-kun who is at fault here. At least, I suppose no one really knows for sure, actually. From the gaudy female student's perspective, it's Saori's fault. But then, from my perspective, maybe it's not Saori's fault. It's a misunderstanding. How dare you hit her? You're going down right now. Oh yeah, Takauka-kun asked out Saori. At least that's how I remember it. It's a misunderstanding. No, it's okay. Seriously, keep to yourself, bitch. The girl leaves. The few students currently in the library keep their distance and look away. Oh, I'm sorry for the commotion. The students hurriedly leave. Damn, that's rough for Sari. I'm sorry you had to see that. I don't mind at all. It's that bastard's fault. That girl just believes in Takao-kun. It can't be helped. Sari smiles weakly. I did have some ulterior motive of my own after all. I thought it'd be nice to have a friend around my own age. Can't you like younger guys? Did you like Takao-kun? No, unfortunately. Sari smiles weakly, her eyes shining with tears. I have someone I like, but it'll never work out, and I can't do anything about it. Oh, is it me? Why can't it work? What kind of person is he? I've never mentioned it to anyone else before. It's so nice to be able to talk about it. If it's me, I want it. I could never tell anyone. Sari smiles weakly. You feel like you understand Sari a little better now. The librarian's social link has reached level 5. Your power to create personas of the Hermit Arcana has grown. It's almost time to stop today. I doubt any more people will come. Let's go home. You did your duties in the school library committee and left school with Sari. Meanwhile, Iwatore Strip Mall, Hagakure Ramen.
Hi, how are you today? Just one?
The customer that came and sat next to a certain young man.
I'll have what he's having.
Huh? Coming right up. One house special!
How can you eat the same thing all the time without getting sick of it?
Shut up. You always eat that protein shit.
Here you go, one house special. Be careful, it's hot.
Yow! He wasn't kidding. You still haven't made up your mind?
Is that what this is about?
We've got 4 new members. Things have changed quite a bit since you left. We're more aggressive now.
I'm not interested.
Think about it, Shinji. Don't let your power go to waste.
My power ain't worth shit.
Shinji!
I made up my mind a long time ago. I ain't going back.
You have to let the past go. What's done is done. It's time you moved on.
You should talk.
What?
Face it. You're no different than me.
Hey, Shinji!
Welcome back.
We have 2 weeks until the moon is full again. Try to increase your strength as much as possible before then. 2 weeks, huh? I wonder what it'll look like this time. I have to admit, the suspense is killing me. You're starting to sound like Akihiko. Just remember, this is not a joke. That reminds me, why is he not back yet? He's probably eating or something. I wonder where Akihiko is. If he's going to be late, he should at least have the courtesy to call me. I do have a persona of the Devil Arcana Succubus at the moment. Oh, it's you, Kevin. Are you free at the moment? If so, I can teach you a valuable life lesson. Free of charge, of course. It seems President Tanaka wants to talk to you. Earlier, Mitsatsu was talking about how everything in the world is unique, but not singular. And I was thinking about it in terms of them being at the club, like they were a gear in the machine of the daily goings-on of the club. However, their philosophy, it might also be a delusion. In science, actually, everything is connected too, but them going home, actually, I'm not sure it would actually affect the machinery of the club. But maybe it would affect the machinery of Mutsatsu. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. It seems President Tanaka wants to talk to you. Since you have the devil persona Succubus, you might be able to become even closer. Would you like to talk to President Tanaka tonight? Talk to him. My, you're enthusiastic. President Tanaka seems pleased. The other day, a woman came to my office asking for a donation. She was the kind of girl that men dream of, drop-dead gorgeous. I'm sorry to say it, but much prettier than you. Damn. The description is also true of me, though. But no matter how attractive she was, I was repulsed by her dedication to charity work. Are you going to donate? Did you refuse? Well, if I say no, the tabloids will tear me to shreds. President Tanaka seems annoyed. Why should I have to give my hard-earned money to a bunch of freeloaders? I pulled myself up out of squalor to get where I am today. In fact, I've earned the right to laugh at those who used to laugh at me. That's what I had always dreamt of. But to tell you the truth, now I have too much money. Profits are booming, but I'm so busy I don't have time to spend a dime. Maybe I should train someone to take my place. I could teach them my business philosophy and help them master my management techniques. I could create a carbon copy of me. It would probably cost me a fortune, but if it works, then I could sit back and relax in my massage chair. How about it? Want to become my successor? I'll even let you join the Tanaka family. Not just work, I'll even take care of your wedding. Just kidding. I'm sure you'll obtain something even bigger than my company. If I say it, it's for sure. You feel warmth and kindness from President Tanaka. I see. So this is President Tanaka being kind. You feel like you understand him a little better now. reminds me of the game I was playing on my phone, Kim Kardashian Hollywood. I was reading a notice that the game was getting foreclosed on, like, in April. The businessman's social link has reached level 9. Your power to create personas of the Devil Arcana has grown. I was reminded of the game because there was one point where someone was like, "Oh yes, I die for charity." I'm paraphrasing, but that was the gist of it. Donate to the unfortunate children, huh? President Tanaka left. That makes me wonder if President Tanaka, or the type of person they are, is kind of like... I will not say it at the moment, however. Yo, hey, is it just me, or has Yucatan been acting weird lately? Really? You think so too? Oh, you notice it too? She's been thinking way too hard about Tartarus and stuff. I mean, who cares, right? Class has ended for today. This is the student council room. Since you have the Emperor Persona Fornius, you might be able to become even closer. Would you like to spend some time after school in the student council room? Attend student council. You have decided to spend some time after school in the student council room. Gekkoukan High School student council room. You worked with the members of the student council. The hours fly by as you work on the tasks. Is Odagiri absent today? No, I think he's busy. Busy doing what? Busy playing private dick. Oh, you mean what Fushimi was telling me about earlier. I see. Well, his intentions are good, so you can't really blame him, but I understand how you feel. You can go if you'd like. I don't mind. Sorry for all the drama. You decide to leave the student council room. Gekkoukan High School, 1F hallway. You can hear someone yelling. So where's your evidence, smart guy? There's no need for evidence. I know all about you. You were arrested for beating up a guy in the park who snitched on you, right? Hidetoshi approached the student. Whoa, he's at it again. That's the third person today he's accused, says the sighing female student. My boyfriend was so pissed he was accused too. This guy's asking for it. The students around are only watching. Keeping quiet will do you no good. If it's not you, then give me some names. Don't worry. I won't tell anyone. You have my word as a member of the disciplinary committee. Shut up, asshole. It looks like the punk is going to hit Hidetoshi. Intervene. Keep watching. Oh no! Oh! The punk punched Hidetoshi before you were able to stop him. The punk walked away. Don't think I'll just let that go. Kevin can. You look like you want to say something. You're overdoing it. Working hard, huh? Of course. Hidetoshi seems satisfied. If we let people get away with breaking the rules, things will only get worse. One day, it'll spiral out of control, and there will be nothing we can do. So we should deal with the problem now while we still can. I know what people think of me, but those who carry out justice have always clashed with others. History has proven this to be true. Superhero! So, let this serve as a warning to other offenders. Kevinkin, you're a sensible person. You understand, right? You sense that Hidetoshi is beginning to trust you. Your relationship is stronger now. The Student Council social link has reached level 4. Your power to create personas of the Emperor Arcana has grown. This issue reminds me of where Loki was talking to Black Widow in the Avengers. And they were talking about how the Avengers, they don't really do anything different than the bad guys. And then at one point, Loki, or maybe the shadow of Loki, was like, in fact, I do much more and much worse than you all do. But factoring in that Loki and who they were, I suppose, in the Loki show, it kind of brings up the question, like, what do we do about that? That part where, like, the quote-unquote good person is simply the one who kind of does the bad thing. I'm gonna get back to business. You should go home before it gets dark. However, doing the opposite is also bad. It's kind of like a catch-22, I believe the term is. You decided to go back to the dorm.
Welcome back.
My persona skills are advancing rapidly. It is also growing stronger and faster. It is similar to Takeba's persona, however mine is more offensive-minded as opposed to support-oriented. There's a bunch of different shadows, and they all have different arcana. You can tell them apart by looking at their masks. I found some interesting information online the other day. Apparently, there was an unexplained explosion near our school 10 years ago. At the same time, a large number of students refused to go to school. The news reports stated that the incidents were somehow related. Isn't that fascinating? Wow, yeah. Something like that is actually big news, but I suppose no one really talks about it afterward. Until someone like Fuka digs it back up. It reminds me of that person Michael who I was talking about earlier. They said something like, oh, they were watching the news a little while back, and then they proved that everything was a simulation. But then, like, no one was talking about it afterward. Our persona's abilities are amazing, aren't they? Secret powers that only we have. It's too bad we can't tell anyone about them. The sim was also brought up, I mentioned it before, by Sebastian Maniscalco on Rockin' New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest, Dick Clark's. And he was saying how aliens are kind of proven to be real this year, but no one was really talking about it afterward. There are a lot of problems that come up in life. For example, people who can't go on in life without being chained to the past. Of course, I'm sure there are people who don't dwell on the past at all. I wonder how that feels. I'm gonna go grab something to drink. Be right back. In this case, what Akihiko was talking about might be applied to himself and Shinji. I was also reminded of Shang-Chi, and how the grandmother of Shang-Chi said, letting go of the past, it was really an illusion, and kind of like a Western thing. It might also be true, I was reminded of Rick and Morty. And then the main Rick, which is followed by the show, they basically dwell on the past the whole time until recently, where they completed like a task which was created out of their struggles of the past, their traumas. And then there was one episode a while ago where, like, the toxicities were extracted from Rick and Morty, but then Rick, or Morty especially, was very happy, and they became kind of like a sociopath. However, the pure, innocent version of Rick, they kind of rigged it so that they would kind of refuse, because it was right that an entity would kind of actually carry such things. However, Akihiko is correct also. I have been learning about the art of letting go recently. It's very Buddhist actually, I find, now. And then I realize now, after saying that both, like, the act of letting go and the act of dwelling, they're both Eastern. However, maybe, like, the Eastern and Western dichotomy is used kind of in a similar way, like liberals and conservatives kind of bounce off each other. Good and bad. Welcome. The weapon you requested is complete. Thanks for waiting. Obtained evil gloves. Fusing weapons with personas is a very simple process. You need 2 items for a successful fusion. First, a metal material, and second, a persona. You can intensify a fused weapon's strength by fusing another persona with it. The fused weapon's abilities are determined by the persona. Interesting, isn't it? Game Parade. Various arcade games are inside. Will you stay here until midnight? Yes. Right now the games available to play are... Oh, and the terms God and Devil are also used similarly, right? And they melt away. It reminds me of this one point where, during the last season of RuPaul's Drag Race, RuPaul was talking to Selena S. Titties. And Selena S. Titties, she was talking about she had built up like a kind of an advanced framework for her insecurity. And then RuPaul kind of metaphorically stomped their foot and was like, yes, but those things are not real. And it kind of brought everyone back down to earth. And the same is true of like East and West and liberal and conservative, God and the devil. Dr. Edgar's macabre fortune nearly came true. Your persona's magic is increased. However, it's one of those things where it's like asterisks. But then you have like, what is real? Like Matrix stuff. It's getting late. You decide to go back to the dorm. Please sit down so we can begin today's lecture. Mrs. Terauchi was supposed to teach today, but she's had an emergency. I'll be your instructor instead. Today we'll learn about natural magic. It's similar to paganism, which we discussed before. Natural magic is obviously enough magic that draws its power from nature, says Mr. Edogawa. The most popular form is probably herbalism. Calendar-based spells are also a form of natural magic since they involve the seasons. Oh, calendar-based spells. These days, people do not really consider those magic anymore. It's as simple as writing something on a calendar. Some of you may be familiar with dowsing, which uses a pendulum or a cane to find things underground. This too is a form of natural magic. It was first used to detect sources of water. That should be enough examples, I think. Let's move on to the basic mindset of natural magic. You must first recognize yourself as a part of nature and accept its power. In other words, think of human existence as a microcosm of a vast cosmology. This mindset is based on the idea of the 4 classical elements. Ancient magicians thought that different objects which shared a common element would react to one another. They did experiment after experiment trying to prove their hypotheses about nature. Are you all listening? I certainly hope so. I'll give you a little test to make sure. You'll receive an ill omen if you get it wrong. Ada dia. Who should I pick? Alright, Kevin, I asked thee. Which form of natural magic was used to look for water sources? Dowsing. Excellent work. Your answering's true. No news is good news. But back to the main subject. Prayer is a part of natural magic. A characteristic of the prayers in natural magic is that many of them praise the Earth Goddess. This ties into the concept of natural magic as a way of invoking nature's blessing. As time passed, natural magic developed into natural science. But in the transition to natural science, a key element was lost. That's the problem of time. Natural magic forbade the use of performing spells that went against the normal flow of time. Its practitioners believed that magic should not defy nature, and to this day take care to follow natural laws. You gave the correct answer. Natural laws. Those in societal laws, they're like forces, but they're not real. But they're still kind of real. However, one of the main asterisks of science growing up is that every single law we have now is probably going to be nullified in the future. At least that's what's happened so far. Your charm has increased. Class is ended for today. Maybe I will hang out with Junpei today. I was thinking of kind of taking a balanced approach to my social links. Hey, are you on your way home? It seems Junpei wants to walk back to the dorm with you. Since you have the magician persona, Nekomata, you might be able to become even closer. Spend some time after school with Junpei? Meet with Junpei. Oh really? Then let's stop by somewhere. Junpei seems happy. Iwatorai Strip Mall, Wild Duck Burger. Man, the fries here are always so soggy. You chatted with Junpei while you ate. The bond between you is growing. You decide to return to the dorm.
Welcome back.
Strange. The social link probably should have advanced. It's rather low, and I have Nekomata. I've decided to make a donation. She's raising money to help orphans in foreign countries. I don't look at it as a donation so much as an investment. Let me explain. Children who learn to cope with adversity are more likely to become rich and famous like me. I'm thinking of donating 10 million yen, not a corporate donation, but a private one. When I told them over the phone, they sent me this. President Tanaka handed you a thank you letter. I received it the very next day. Now I can't back out. 10 million yen is nothing to me though. Once those children grow up and become successful, I'll introduce myself to them. I'll say, I'm the one who made all this possible. Then I'll be well taken care of in my old age. Damn. Earlier, when I was arguing with my mom, I was maybe playing on their fears of like what would happen in their old age. But my mom was also threatening me with like what would happen if I didn't have food in like the next few days. The idea probably would not have occurred to me if it wasn't for our conversations. By talking to you, I seem to have developed an interest in watching others mature. I thank you for that. Actually, I should be thanking myself for wisely noticing this. Despite his self-flattery, you sense President Tanaka's true appreciation. You feel like you fully understand him now. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. The innermost power of the devil arcana hath been set free. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Beelzebub, the ultimate form of the devil arcana. The businessman's social link has reached its maximum level. You have mastered the businessman's social link. Your power to create personas of the Devil Arcana has reached its maximum. Kevin Leung has forged a bond that cannot be broken. The Devil's social link is at its maximum level. You can now create Beelzebub, Lord of Hell. You can keep that letter. I worked myself to the bone to earn that money, and all I get in return is a piece of paper. But it's not a bad feeling. You received a thank you letter. I'm going now. The paparazzi could be anywhere. If any of them were to find out, my plan would be ruined. Oh, by the way, I've decided to cancel the exclusive modeling contract we discussed. You're better off being a diamond in the rough. Damn, this is so rough. In this case, it's kinda alright because I have also been kinda using Tanaka to level up my social link in this case. I'm actually part of a force which is like higher than the devil, right? In this case. But if someone else got like scooped into this Ponzi scheme, this would be rough. You're better off being a diamond in the rough. However, the lesson is true here, maybe, based on principles of those who came before. At least, that might be kind of like what I'm working with, and a lot of people in America these days. No one needs to polish you. You'll shine on your own. When you do, everyone will take notice. I look forward to that day. Toodaloo, girl. President Tanaka sent you on your way with some kind words and a thank you letter. Your cell phone rang. Good morning, this is Theodore. There is a human, 2 of them I think, wandering around Tartarus. Please carry out a search and rescue. Goodbye now. The call ended. It's finally time for lunch. What a coincidence, Kevin-kun. I was looking for you. Oh yeah. What Tanaka said at the end, it's also kind of the lesson of spirituality is like Christianity, I think, also. Tanaka was also kind of saying, it's better down there. Have you found any new leads? Leads for what? I haven't heard. I see. This may be a tough one. Well, if you hear anything, let me know. I'll see you later. Hidetoshi seems to be working hard to solve the mystery. Maybe you should go to the student council room after school. However, it might not be so bad up there either. People like Jack Harlow and The Rock. Yeah, they're pros to being rich and stuff. The lunch break is almost over. You decided to return to your classroom. In fact, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, right? He said it on Kelly Clarkson's show. And then Kelly Clarkson agreed with him. And it also kind of like almost hinted at the truth, right? The reason these people are saying these things is to make everyone else feel better. Class is ended for today. However, the things they're saying are also true. Based on the Elvis movie, too. However, at the moment, those things are kind of like no ways. I might not be able to make money or like get a job or something. Except in the case of me playing Kim Kardashian in Hollywood. It was nice. I'm not sure if I completed the story or if I got to a point where it was like an interstice. Yeah, so that's kind of like the whole modeling thing, actually. It even correlates directly with what Tanaka is doing. It's kind of like this, this promise, kind of like dangled out. However, it might be not real, as RuPaul would say. So, what Akihiko was saying about letting go of the past, there are also viable techniques of using it, but letting go of the future too. Oh, and I'm gonna go talk to Akihiko actually. When I last checked, Akihiko was at rank 1. So, I am going to not pick up a persona here, because this should be secure. The progression of the social link. Kevin, what are you doing? Spend time after school with Akihiko? Spend time with Akihiko. Alright, let's go. Akihiko seems somewhat happy. Naganaki Shrine. You joined Akihiko in his training and ran here with him. Let's take a short break. The area near the shrine is quiet, and no one else is around. The wind's starting to pick up. It's actually a blessing after working up a good sweat. True, like Kakuri Hime. I was thinking about it earlier while I was outside. It feels nice. I usually train in the club room or alone in my own room at the dorm. Why are you outside today? I'll train with you if you want. It might be naive of me to kind of jump in and say, I'll train with you if you want. There's this one person I knew at university named Gabriel, and at one point they suggested like training with boxing gloves. I was like, that's a no-no for me. Boxing gloves, I've heard they can actually be more powerful than like a fist. Why are you outside today? Why? Well, we can't both be in my room, you know? Akihiko seems somewhat embarrassed. Ah, Akihiko had this mapped out. In any case, I should have changed into my workout gear. I thought this would just be a light run for fun. But I'm drenched in sweat. Don't catch it cold. Please don't come near me. I'm actually probably one of the last people to worry about sweat. Unless it's like... There are usually outliers too, but... Yeah, don't catch a cold. This is nothing. I'll be fine. In fact, in the Elvis movie, Elvis would tend to get so hyped up in the performance that they would start sweating profusely. Achoo! I said I'll be fine. Akihiko seems embarrassed. Hey, wanna try that before we head back? Akihiko points at the horizontal bar. You can't do a back hip circle, can you? A back hip circle? Yes, I can. I wonder about that. I bet you can't either, senpai. I would actually think Akihiko might be able to do whatever they're talking about. I wonder about that. Oh, but this is also a dynamic. I'm kind of applying God vision to them, but it's based on, like, evidence of their character. I wonder about that. Does that mean you've got confidence? We'll have to find out some other time. When you're not wearing a skirt, that is. Oh, trying to sneak a peek, huh? Akihiko seems a little embarrassed. Can you at least sit up here? Here. Akihiko helps pull you up to get a seat on the bar. It's a little scary because you're finding it hard to balance on it. This takes me back. This is so edgy. Akihiko is like... I can sense the perviness, but they're maneuvering so they're kind of like on the cliff's edge of like perviness. It reminds me of when I was a kid. Akihiko falls silent and looks off into the distance. I need to get stronger. If I don't get stronger, I won't be able to save anything. Akihiko mutters, as if to himself. You feel like you understand Akihiko a little better now. The Akihiko Sonata social link has reached level 2. Oh, and once again, I learned about this in university. Childlike is usually positive. Childish, negative. Your power to create personas of the star arcana has grown. However, then again, it might be another dichotomy also. We should get going. Were you sweating today too? Make sure you take a bath today so you don't catch a cold. Oh, a bath, huh? You and Akihiko returned to the dorm together.
Sup, dude?
I'm gonna go out for a bit. See you later. Akihiko has left. Dude, what did he come here for? Well, I understand how he feels, but it's just so lame. I know that Ikutsuki-san just wants to entertain us, but his jokes are really silly. What should I do, Kevin? Just laugh at his jokes. Be true to yourself. Smack him. Okay. Then I'll just say, I'm sorry, but I don't find your jokes funny. That's a good one. That's one of the few indulgences the chairman has. Please just ignore him. By the way, I've been meaning to talk to you about my persona. It is resistant to ice attacks, and it also has ice skills. With them, not only can I inflict damage upon our enemies, but I can also freeze them. So, do not hesitate to ask me to go to Tartarus. The mood around here has been so serious lately. I thought I would lighten things up. So today I will be performing my top 10 jokes for everyone. On the bright side though, when I was arguing with my mom earlier, there was one point where she was like, she was talking, but then she said my son, but then she was like my daughter. However, afterward I was writing about it, and I think she was also still using it in a derogatory way. She was also screaming afterward, or they were. And then there was that one point where they were like, it was kind of like they refused to accept my situation. She was like, you have legs, and you have arms, and you're so smart. How can there be like, no opportunity or something? However, it was kind of how it shook out. I have been doing stuff though. Oh. Oh, it's you. Mitsatsu seems to be drinking by himself. Since you have the tower persona, Tuchulain, you might be able to become even closer. Will you spend some time with Mitsatsu? Spend time with Mitsatsu? Huh, what a strange kid. Mitsatsu seems amused. Oh, you're late. What's up, kid? Mitsatsu's breath smells of alcohol. He must have been drinking a lot. Don't you think it's rude to make someone wait? Didn't Dad tell you not to do that, Dad? It's the first I've heard. Saying dad, it's kind of also like... It's kind of like nullifying my dad. However, my dad was around, but they were bad. It's the first I've heard. Well, I guess you can't expect much from a kid your age. Mitsatsu seems disappointed. I thought you got in an accident or something. Don't make me worry like that. What the hell were you doing this late? I was with friends. I was studying. I don't need to tell you. I was here to see you. A friend, huh? It's a girl, isn't it? Like father, like son, I guess. Lesbian? in this case. Mitsatsu seems pleased. You? It seems Mitsatsu is sobering up. Damn, all this time, I thought you were... I guess my eyesight is getting bad after all. I thought the pitch of your voice sounded a bit high. Mitsatsu mistook you for his son. You understand his loneliness better now. Oh. They were talking to their kid. The unusual monk social link has reached level 8. Your power to create personas of the Tower Arcana has grown. Spending all my time with clients, missing anniversaries and birthdays. I wonder if they felt the same way I did as I waited for you earlier. They? What is this about? Before I became a monk, I was a plain old businessman with a wife and a son. But they both left me 4 years ago. I used to stay out past midnight, and when I got home, my wife and I would get into a big argument. Now when I go home, I don't know what to do with myself, so I just come here and drink every night. Don't you want to see them? You're just running away. You're just running away. Maybe in a good way, too. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I shaved my head, but it's only for show. Mitsatsu is laughing sheepishly. Oh, I see. I am wondering now if one of the main Buddhists from before was like bald, and they kind of like instituted a thing, and then created this whole philosophy behind it. I get drunk to avoid facing my problems, so yeah, I guess you could say I'm running away. She hasn't called me or sent me a letter since then. She must have gotten over me. Who knows where they are, or if they even want to see me. Ah, forget it. It's too much of a hassle anyway. Alright kid, let's get out of here. You left the club with Mitsatsu. You overhear a conversation. Hey, did you hear about all those people who were found unconscious recently? I guess they were all in pairs. What? Like they were attempting a double suicide? I don't know, but if I could pass out with someone I liked, I wouldn't mind being unconscious. I would mind. The first bell is wrong. Class has ended for today. Oh, but also, the show is important too. In regard to what Mitsatsu was talking about earlier, or at least, it has the potential to be. Oh, I might as well start a social link with Fuka here. Oh, Kevin-chan, are you busy? It'd be nice if you were hungry too. I'm down. In that case, would you do me a favor? I want you to taste the lunch I packed. To be honest, I don't have very much confidence in my cooking, but today I think it turned out okay. You have a bad feeling about this, but you are courageous enough to try it. So, will you taste it? Okay. Oh, thank you. Please come with me. Fuka seems excited. Fuka dragged you to the home economics classroom. Gekkoukan High School, home economics room. I want you to try this for me. I hope you're hungry. Oh? Are you going to feed it to me? Fuka handed you a boxed lunch. Before you even open the box, you smell an unsavory odor coming from the lunch. But you mustered up your courage and opened it. It looks pretty unappetizing. Please, eat up. Fuka is watching you expectantly. You decide to try it out. You can't swallow it. You can't even chew it anymore. The food tastes bad. As bad as it looks. But how is it? I can't take another bite. It's not quite right. Not bad for your first attempt. The last time I said this one. But I'm gonna follow the advice I kinda gave to Fuka if I'm able, right? Sometimes IRL, and even in game, right, with the dialogue being one way or another, there's no opportunity, but in this case, I can click X. It's not quite right. I'm kind of saying it in like a humbler kind of way. Oh, I see. It did get a little burnt. But thank you for your honesty. Sorry that I asked you to try this all of a sudden. To tell the truth, did you notice? Look at the blackboard. Hey, I've decided to start a cooking club. Then again, I'm the only member so far. I'm going to keep trying my best, so would you mind stopping by and trying my new creation sometime? Actually, to be honest, I want you to join too. Cookbooks don't make much sense to me. And instead of just cooking and eating everything by myself, cooking for you would inspire me to try harder. So, how about it? Would it be too much trouble? Okay, I'll join. I am reminded of Food Wars, actually. Soma, the lead character. They want everyone to try their food. Especially the bad stuff, also. Really? Thank you. Oh, we'll meet on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'll try my best, so let's work hard at it. You've become the second member of the cooking club and will be helping Fuka learn how to cook. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Priestess Arcana. You have established the Fuka Yamagishi social link of the Priestess Arcana. You may earn an experience bonus when fusing personas of the Priestess Arcana. What should I do? There's still more ingredients that I couldn't fit inside the lunchbox. As Fuka said, there are remnants of all the ingredients left that she hadn't prepared. Rather than waste them, you decide to cook them all together. You made something vaguely edible. Obtained dog food. The people from those Fresh Pet commercials would not be agreeing with that. Wow, that's amazing. You made that without even looking at a recipe. If we find a cute doggy in the neighborhood, we should give it this. Damn, Fuka is mean. You cleaned up with Fuka and headed back to the dorm.
Welcome back.
However, maybe this is the food that I feed to the dog outside the alley. Oh, or was it a cat? It explicitly said dog food. Yeah, it was a cat outside the alley. Made at Cooking Club. A dog would like this. Oh, maybe it is not for the cat. Would you like to know your fortune? Yes, please. Very well. Shadows within shadows. Many shadows crawl amidst the immense shadow. 12 shadows. Feasting upon the heart of man, monstrous, yet dignified. The immense shadow is actually my shadow. And then there are also shadows within those shadows, and some of those shadows are personas. They gather around you, beware. Farewell then, may your future be bright. I gotta pee. Be right back, and maybe I should stop my stream soon. I wanted to cook that burger. Oh, it's you. Mitsatsu seems to be drinking by himself. Since you have the tower persona, Tu Chulayin, you might be able to become even closer. Will you spend some time with Mitsatsu? Spend time with Mitsatsu! Ah, what a strange kid. Mitsatsu seems amused. Paulownia Mall, escapade. They say men are about courage and women are about charm, but I think it's the other way around. And in this experience, there's also intelligence. Well, if you're attractive enough, anyone would open up to you, though. As you spent time with Mitsatsu, the bond between you two grew stronger. Oh, I see. I think that's one of the prevailing thoughts that, like, people have, but it is actually not the case. You feel that your relationship will grow stronger soon. It's getting late. You decided to go back to the dorm. I did get like a super swipe earlier though on Bumble. There's no school today. Your phone is ringing. Yo, Junpei here. You got some time? It's okay. Sorry, I'm tied up. Sundays, in terms of social links, they're for the dying young man. Right, I don't really want to hang out with Junpei, actually. I'm not sure, though. However, during my last playthrough, I really did my diligence and kind of like pumping Junpei up. Oh, I can check out the shopping channel. Oh, well, later then. Junpei hung up. He seemed disappointed. You turned on the TV. An irritatingly catchy song comes from the speakers. Here comes Tanaka over the airwaves to you. The home shopping show is evidently about to start. Hello everyone, welcome to the home shopping show. Tanaka's amazing commodities. Granter of your desires. I'm your host, Tanaka, with a live presentation of my amazing commodities. We'll show you great items at unbeatable prices. Ooh, you won't be able to touch that dial. Let's bring out our item of the day. It is Champion Gloves. This'll make you much stronger. Oh my goodness, I can't believe its wonderfulness. But wait, there's more. We'll throw in 3 Mega Protein for only 3,980 yen. It seems they're selling a Champion Glove set for 3,980 yen. I actually bought this during my last playthrough. At least I bought the Mega Protein. You bought Champion Gloves for 3,980 yen. Next time, granter of your desires. We'll bring you something mysterious found at a shrine, along with a miraculous energy drink. See you next Sunday, same time, same channel. The catchy song starts up again. Here comes Tanaka, over the airwaves to you. The shopping program is over. You turned off the TV. That reminds me, I got a skill card from the last weekend. Ado Rakukaja. I'll put that on Orpheus. Learn Auto Rakukaja? Yes. Orpheus learn Auto Rakukaja. From the looks of it, maybe I can also take it easy on the punching bag at the arcade. I could keep doing magic and agility, maybe. Orpheus also has a bunch of natural leveling to do. At this rate, I might actually be able to do Orpheus and another persona. Basically like whoever I want. I'm gonna stop my broadcast here. Bye!